Hi, it's me, Crystal. So today I wanted to show you what my planner looks like for next year. If you saw me talk about my planner that I'm using this year, it's pretty much the same thing. It's the same size. I just made some cosmetic changes, changed the dates, the calendars, the quotes, pictures, and printed it onto cardstock this year instead of 28-pound paper. Like I did last year, and I love 28-pound paper, but I really wanted like thick paper, so I got it printed in cardstock, and it's the same number of pages as last year. I just added like 2 pages to the end, so I'll kind of like show you what that looks like if you're curious. So this is this year's planner on the top, and this is next year's planner on the bottom, so you can kind of see it's a little bit thicker with about the same number of pages. So last year I made my own tabs, which is fine. They turned out really good, but I don't feel like doing that this year. So this year I'm going to get some tabs off of Etsy and then put them in. But this is this year's planner. So we're going to do like a flip through in case you want to see what it looks like. Also, I just want to talk about it. Okay. So this is what this planner looks like for next year. I will link the stock photo site that I got this picture off of in the description. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I will link that in the description. But they have like some nice dragon pictures on there. I think they're AI generated, but anyway. So we start off the planner with a bookshelf and a rating system. I don't usually rate books 1 star. I usually, if I hate them that much, I just quit. I DNF the books. But in case I ever feel like it, I want to have a color designated for it. So, yeah. It's the same bookshelf I used last year. I just changed the pictures around, the decor around, and changed some of the colors. And it's 2-sided, so there's enough room for 100-something pages. And yeah. And then we have our typical front matter. So sometime between now and the end of the year, I'm going to pick out 9 books that I think I want to make sure I read next year, even though I don't really prioritize these books. But I like to do this anyway. And I have a little box here, either for me to check off the date that I read it or just check off that I read it. And then I have at the end of the year, I will make my favorite reads of the year. And I will put them all here by month. Although there won't be anything for September this year because I finished nothing in September. Because I was writing a lot. Okay, so every month has a cover page. It has like a motivational quote, a quote that I like, that I found uplifting or funny. And then every single reading page also has its own title page. Look at this dragon. So good. Anyway, so books read in January. And then we have like a bookish quote or a quote from a TV show or a movie that I liked. And I will do that. So every single month has a different color. I pretty much just went with cooler tones this year. I did pretty much all blues, greens, and purples except for January, which is this melon color, except for my reading wrap-up pages because for some reason from my Sudoku page on, everything printed in orange instead of this melon color. But I think it's really pretty. And it's not mixed with yellow like I did this year for September, where I think I mixed orange and yellow, and it was just not easy on the eyes. So this is actually really pretty, but I meant for it to be melon all the way through. So yeah, so I have 5-week spreads and 4-week spreads. So on months with 4-week spreads, I have an extra page, and so I put a Sudoku board. For this year, the Sudoku puzzles I picked were too hard. They were like more like medium hard puzzles, and it was taking me like 15-20 minutes to finish the puzzle, and I just kind of wanted something that I could do more like in 5 minutes or less. So I made sure I picked easy puzzles, and I think this is sudokupuzzles.ca, but I will also link this below because they just have thousands of easy, medium, and hard Sudoku puzzles that you can print off and do for fun if you're into that. Okay, so since February's colors are cooler, we're going to go through February so that you can see what the entire month spread looks like. And so, cover page. And then on the back of the cover page, I have this at a glance. I don't actually ever write anything in these boxes. I just kind of like the way they look, so I have them. And then I have things to remember, which can be whatever I need to remember for that month. And then I have these blank calendars in case I want to write something in here on days I just want to like flag so that I know that there's something on that day that I need to look at. And I got these calendars off of SaturdayGift.com. And there are a lot of different designs and styles on there that are really easy on the eyes. So, and then I have the same background picture on the at a glance page and also the goals page. So at the top of every quarter, I have my quarterly goals, and then I have my monthly goals that support my quarterly goals and also any specific goals I want to do for that month. And then in the months between quarters, I have my progress report. So I will check in and see how I'm doing with my quarterly goals, and then February goals, month specific goals under that. And so I'm really enjoying like doing checkups because it reminds me to get stuff done. And I don't have clouds every single month, but I do like clouds. So I did use clouds a lot for like these pages. Okay, so after that, I have my TBR page. And this year I had like a frame, but sometimes I write my TBR and sometimes I have pictures that I print out from my TBR, and sometimes the printed pages, the pictures are like overlapping with the frame, and I don't like that look, so I decided to just do a header and a footer. So I made this on Canva, by the way. So then these are what my weekly spreads look like. And this year I had like a to-do box, but I realized when I started using the planner that it was actually really redundant. So between my weekly goal box and my habit tracker, I didn't need like a separate to-do box. So we have week of at the top, and then the grateful for box, weekly goal, habit tracker, which has 5 spots, and then some lined boxes and a hashtag whatever box, so I can put in whatever I want in that box, either books I want to read that week or something like a fun recipe I want to try that week or whatever. And I was supposed to have lines in the boxes for this year's planner, but I didn't notice that, or I forgot about it or something. So by the time I got the planner printed out, I was like, I'll just use the plain boxes and that'll be lined boxes for next year. So we got our lined boxes. I'm very excited about this. And then these are what my reading wrap-up pages look like. So we just have title, author, genre, some notes about the book in a word, number of pages, and my rating. So I fill in the number of stars that I'm rating the book. And this has been working really well for me. This has been a really good size, so I'm just keeping the same design as I had this year. And then, so I have 12 total, so we have 4 pages of 3, because when I made my first reading planner for 2021, I went back over the previous like 3 or 4 years and saw like the maximum amount of books I had read, which was 12. And so if I have like a really good reading month, I probably won't read more than 12 books. So I have room for 12. So I have plenty of room. Okay. And then at the end of the reading section, we have a place for me to write my favorite quotes for that month. Sometimes I fill up this whole page. Sometimes there's just a little bit, but I like to have plenty of room for quotes, and then I will use those quotes in the next year's reading journal. And then at the end of every month, we have a monthly wrap-up. I really enjoy filling this out. So we have my favorite read and a few lines as to why it's my favorite read, and if that's not enough, I have some bookish notes, and I can put unhaul notes here, or DNF notes, or whatever else I want to say, or why did you spend so much money on books this month? You know, so then I have my stats. So we have books read, pages read, books bought, books unhauled, books DNF'd, TBR reads, which is like, let's say I read 7 books in a month. but only 3 of them were actually on my TBR. I just like to keep track of it. I think it's fun. And then I have money spent so that I can keep track of that. And then I have my reflection page, which is one of my favorite pages in the planner. And this is also the same as last year because it's working well for me. And so I have this month in a word, and then 3 things I accomplished. This is backwards for me. What does it say? What goals did I not meet and why? How can I succeed next month? Is there anything I'm doing that's not working for me? So we're going to stop doing that. And is there anything I want to do that I'm not doing so I can start doing that? And then we have favorite part of the month, which could be a book I read or movie I watched, recipe I tried, place I went, whatever. And then we have a wellness check. So we have emotionally, creatively, and health-wise, just a scale of 1 through 10. And I really enjoy filling this out every month. I look forward to it. And then at the end of every month, we have a notes page. So for more notes, or if I'm watching something and I want to write like some random things down, I can always grab this and write it on the note pages. Or if I need room for more quotes or whatever. So every month follows that same design. We have 4 and 5 page spreads with Sudoku boards and different colors, mostly purples, blues, and greens though. Although I did do this for August, so something a little different. We did like a grayish purple. And then I think I did pink for November. So we did like this kind of dark pink, which I think is pretty. Yeah, and then December has one of my favorite quotes. So one of my aunts, she has like this, I don't know, some kind of motivational, devotional thing that she reads. And so sometimes she will send me whatever it was that she wrote that day. And then this quote kind of caught my eye one day. It says, "Stop imagining fake scenarios and hurting your own feelings." I just thought that was really funny. Okay, so then we get to the back matter, and so we have year in review, and this picture was just on Canva. It's really pretty though. So I have my year-end wrap-up. So I don't know if I'm going to keep all of this for my 2025 planner. Obviously, we haven't gotten to the end of 2023 yet, so I don't know if I actually want to fill out all of these. So I might make some changes next year, but I went ahead and kept the same pages this year because I don't know, because I haven't used them yet. But I'm going to track my top 5 favorite reads, my top 5, my bottom 5, my least favorite reads, my 5 least favorite reads of the year, and then total number of books read, total number of pages read, and then shortest read, longest read, oldest read, newest read, and then favorite new author. We'll see if I feel like filling out all of this, and then I will take out whatever I'm not interested in at the end of the year. And then I have my stats pages. So we have format, length, and author stats here. Then the category and genre stats. And then fantasy and graphic novels and manga have asterisks. And that's because I want to see like graphic novel specific genres. I don't know why I do it this way, but that is what I've been doing the last few years. And then I have fantasy subgenres, mostly out of curiosity. And then I have book to screen adaptations. Probably won't do more than 1, but I have enough room for 5. And that's just in case I did find the TV show to be better than the book, or the movie better than the book, which so far, I think I only have, like, with Interview with the Vampire and Secret Window. And I enjoyed reading an Interview with the Vampire, but I did think the movie, I did like the movie a little bit better. And also Secret Window, based on Secret Window, Secret Garden by Stephen King, and then Interview with the Vampires by Anne Rice. I love Secret Window, Secret Garden. I love that story, but I like the ending of the movie version better. So I just thought I would keep track of that for fun. And then I have some blank lines to write books bought. Normally I put the number in these little boxes. For some reason this year I decided to keep it blank. and I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter. So there are 26 lines, and this is double, so there are 52 per page. And so I have 2 pages, and hopefully I won't buy more than 104 books because that's just ridiculous. But if I do, I have plenty of room. And I also have 2 pages for books unhaul. I probably also want unhaul 100 books. I did unhaul a lot of books this year, but I don't think I will also be unhauling a lot of books next year. But if I do, I have room to unhaul 104 books before I run out of space. And then I have awards, and I don't know if I'm going to keep all these sections yet or not, because again, I haven't used it this year yet, but I have best covers, my 3 best covers. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use that, and best titles. And then I have like a best characters. I don't know if I want to use that. Then I have best first chapter. Probably definitely not going to do that because I don't even remember first chapters most of the time. And then best series. I don't really read a lot of series, so that will probably be the only series I read that year. Best standalone, and then best sequel, which might also be the only sequel I read that year. But I went ahead and kept the same awards page until I use it this year and see what I'm interested in filling out at the end of the year. And then we just have our back matter. We have 2 blank pages, so I have plenty of room to write notes for next year's planner. And then if I need more space for quotes or buy too many books, whatever. And then I have some lined pages. Have 3 lined pages. And then I got these, 2 of these off of World of Printables. And I just thought that was really cute. In case I feel like coloring, I got 2 owls. And then I also got this 2025 calendar also off of World of Printables, because this is also very handy. So I can look at dates, and it also helps me when I'm making the next planner. I can see when I do the week pages, I can very easily see which week I'm on and make sure that everything is, my numbers are right. And they have a lot of really cute calendars on this site. And then the back page is just like a dark grid for fun. And that's it. So I go ahead and I like to get things done early, because sometimes people are like, Crystal, it's October. Why are you messing with your planner already? And that's just in case something happens, something goes wrong with printing. I need more time to fix something, whatever. And also, like, if I want to make my own tabs, that gives me time to fool with that. Or like this year, I'm buying tabs, so it gives me time to, you know, shop around for tabs, and gives that time to ship, and gives me time to get everything together. So that is the planner I will be using for next year. That's all for this video. Happy November if you're watching this in November, or happy whatever month it is. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.